We check in with Wayne County, and this week we're exploring Wayne County CareerLink. Wayne County CareerLink targets young people for work-based learning opportunities that utilize community partners. It's an example of the Wayne Tomorrow initiative. Here to talk about Wayne County CareerLink, it's Executive Director Helene Mancuso. How are you doing, Helene?
Oh, I'm well, Jason. Thank you so much for the invite.
No problem. How badly did I mangle your name? I should have asked you ahead of time. Am I saying
No,
right?
you nailed it.
Okay, that's great. Well, so thank you for joining us. And for people who don't know, what is Wayne County CareerLink? What's it all about?
So the CareerLink system is actually a nationwide system. Other states call it the American Job Center. It's where people and businesses come to source employees, and employers come to source employees, and potential job seekers look for career opportunities. And we service people from the ages of 14 to 114. So we really run the gamut of the age spectrum in Wayne County.
Okay, great. And so you say you run all of those ages. What other qualifications are required? Who's allowed to participate in the work cruise for Wayne Tomorrow?
Okay, so the work cruise is a youth-based initiative, and to qualify for the work cruise under a paid work experience and career exploration usually for anybody between the ages of 14 and 24, it's a really open eligibility. So really the kids are considered a household of one, and so there's really the income is pretty off the table. So virtually 99.9% of the people between the ages of 14 and 24 are eligible to participate in the paid work experience.
And what's the sort of work that they're doing?
So the sort of work that they're doing, we're really focused on the Wayne initiatives, and those will be, working in ag and helping on the farms and learning about what the farming industry looks like. And of course, there's the entrepreneurship sector that goes into farming. If you're going to be a farmer, you need some entrepreneurial skills. We're also partnering with Project Parks to help our park system, our recreation and park system, to kind of keep up the parks and keep them well marked and free of litter, those kinds of things. Project Arts, we would like to partner with the Downtown Arts Association. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's always a lot of stuff going on in Wayne County in the arts sector. So kind of like working on Roots and Rhythm, working with, the Art Association, we would love to do that. And also we've also partnered with seniors because kids might be interested in thinking about health care and maybe social service kinds of things. So we'd like to place some kids at some senior centers. So we open that opportunity for anybody that thinks they might be wanting to go into social work or health care, things like that. And also, Project Downtowns. So, we're focused on careers in politics and zoning and civil engineering. And we partnered with the county, working with the maintenance guys and thinking about like mentoring and a lunch and learn. Like, what do you do in your job? Do I really want to explore a career with you? That kind of thing. So we really individualize what the youth is potentially interested in, and then we partner that with the project that we're working on. So we sit with the kid and think about, hey, you and your 5 friends want to work on the parks. That's fantastic. We'll put you all in a crew together. Or, what, I'm really interested in a music kind of career, so maybe I'm going to work at the downtown music store or something like that. So we really individualize our youth services to really get to the meat of the career path for the kids.
Sounds like you're working hands-on with youth. Can you give us any stories or examples of young people that have been through the program and what they've encountered? I mean, without giving anybody's telling too much about anybody personal information.
Well, absolutely. So I had a kid come to us who was really, I just used the music example because that's my shining example. Actually, I have 2 shining examples. A kid was interested in a career in music and playing music. So we placed him at the local downtown Honesdale music store where he actually learned how to fix musical instruments. And so that's now his career path. So that accomplished a new career path and also established a mentor. So as he progresses in his career, he has now a mentor to say, hey, where's my next step? We also had a youth who was interested in taxidermy, which was a new career for me, actually.
Very particular, very specific
it was a very specific. So I was like, oh my God, who does taxidermy in Wayne County? So he actually took her under his wing and taught her the taxidermy business as well as the art. So she got what it actually looks like to be a taxidermist, as well as the entrepreneurship skills to run her own business. So I thought that was a really cool story.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
And I mean, again, it's just what I'm taking from this is that there's some jobs where I guess you can learn what to do from a book, but most things you have to learn hands-on, and some things like especially with music or something is specified as taxidermy, you really need to make that connection with somebody who's got experience in it. You really need connections to the field, in the music and arts field. This is like a whole other level than students are perhaps getting through a regular school curricula.
Correct. So one of the focuses of our youth program is really finding that local mentor, because we've all had mentors, Jason. I'm sure you can identify mentors who helped you through. I can identify mentors who helped me through my career.
Yeah.
So we really focus on getting the youth that connection to their career path and somebody they can actually turn to as they're progressing as a mentor. So we really take paid work. It's not just like a paid work experience, right? We really try to take it to that next level to identify the career path that the youth is on and try to find mentors within the community, because the goal is to retain our talent in Wayne County instead of exporting it.
Right. And that sounds like a good goal. I mentioned schools there. I mean, this does seem like a logical step in like the education process. Do you work with schools at all to place young people?
Absolutely. So we do individual training accounts for out of school youth, anybody that's, graduate high school south of 24. We do individual training accounts for anybody, that's dislocated or, depending on if you're an adult, it's kind of qualifiers, but I'm not going to get into the weeds. But we do work with the educators because there is an educational component. We're all about lifelong learning. It might not be a master's degree, but it might be a certificate they can attain in a couple of months to get them to the first rung of their career. And it's all about taking those steps on the lattice, because it's not a career lattice. It's not a career ladder. It's a career lattice. So we just kind of try to get them on that first rung and figure out how to get them to that second rung.
I like that. Nobody's put a ladder there for you. You got to clamber up the trellis and get in any way you can.
Exactly.
The career lattice. Is that actually? Look, I mean, we're having fun, but is that actually like a trade term that people use, or is that just something that you say?
So I would like to take credit for that, Jason, because it would make me sound really good, but I can't take credit for that. It's actually a trade term.
Okay, that's great. So, and I do apologize that I just want to make sure that I'm not misunderstanding this, because we started talking about CareerLink, and you're saying that was open for all ages. We've been talking about the Wayne Tomorrow Work Cruise, which is a specific youth-oriented program.
Correct. It's a specific youth initiative, and we're really trying to, zero in on these kids that need help along their career path. Because I don't know about you, but when I was in high school, they were like, what do you want to do when you grow up? I'm like, I have absolutely no idea, because I didn't have the connections to the community to help me figure that out. I kind of had to figure that out by myself. So we're really trying to get to these kids, even in middle school, you're 13, come and see us. We're all certified career coaches, and we can help you through your career, because you have to make so many decisions as a high schooler on what path you're taking. And really, it's just kind of throw a dartboard at the dart, throw a dart at the dartboard and you figure it out from there. But we're really trying to get to the person's why, why are you drawn to that kind of thing? So we help them, in their career.
And is this something that you say you're trying to reach these young people? Do you need help from the community to do that? Or are you asking for the community to help in any particular way?
Absolutely. We need both young people and we need businesses to be committed to employing these youth participants. And, we have a dedicated person that visits the businesses every week to see how the kids are doing. So if you employ a young person, you're going to hear from us. We're not going to just, throw you a 15-year-old and say, figure it out. But we're going to take you step by step on how to employ that 15-year-old. And they are paid work experiences, and they are $10 an hour for these kids. So.
All right. So if somebody wants to step up and make that kind of connection, help you make that connection, how can they get a hold of you?
They can call me anytime on my cell. It's 570-229-3420. That's 570-229-3420.
Okay, that's great. And you have a website too, is that correct?
We do. You can find more information on our website at wpworkforce.org. That's WP as in Pike, workforce.org.
So the WaynePikeWorkforce.org.
WPworkforce.org.
And again,
or just Google Workforce Alliance and you'll find us.
And we're talking to Helene Mancuso, and her number again is 570-229-3420. Before we go, I just want to check in quick because there's just so much in the news about employment, and there's people looking for work, but yet there's also businesses that are struggling to find employees. What are you encountering through CareerLink? Especially over the course of this past year, what are you seeing in terms of the needs of adults that come to you?
Yeah, businesses are needing people, and people want to get back to work. They absolutely want to get back to work. So we're seeing the need on both ends. And part of the CareerLink process is we're trying to be that matchmaker that matches employees. Potential employees to employers. And we just don't want to get them a job. We want to make sure that that's the correct space for them, and we want to make sure that that's the correct employee for the business. So we really dig into really finding the correct person to work at a job.
Have you been encountering a lot of displaced employees, adults coming to you because they had other work, but COVID ended that?
Yes. Yep. We are. And sometimes they don't want to return to their previous employee. And so we try to get them trained for other careers, and we have funds to do so for displaced workers.
And that's part of what CareerLink is about, is like giving people additional resources to take that next step.
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to check in with us this evening and tell us all about Wayne County CareerLink and the Wayne Tomorrow Youth Work Cruise. Again, the number, if you know a young person who might be interested, or if you're a business that is interested, Helene's number is 570-229-3420. Helene Mancuso, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Jason. You have a great night.
You too. Thank you.